Hey, YouTube, and all my fellow truck drivers out there. My name is Jim, and I am a driver for Walmart Private Fleet. I've been here for 3 years. I started in September of 2015, and it is now September of 2018. And I just wanted to share uh, some of my experience and some of my opinions uh, as far as working for Walmart. I'll give you a little history about myself in the truck driving industry. I've been driving now for 29 years. I got my CDL Class A in 1989 when I was 19 years old. And obviously, when I was 19, I couldn't drive interstate. I had to drive intrastate until I was 21. So I started out working at a oil company, just driving a straight job, delivering some home heating oil to homes and businesses and stuff. I did that, I think, for a couple of seasons. It was a seasonal job because you end up getting laid off when the weather starts getting warmer. And after that, I went to work for a small um, home building supply company. This was before Home Depot and Lowe's and all that moved up into this area. So it was a family owned business. They probably had like 10 stores throughout the state. And I would deliver um, building supplies, lumber, and stuff to people's houses and job sites and stuff like that. And then after I turned 21, I got my first real truck driving job. Since I could now drive interstate, I started working for one of the bigger fleets, doing all 40 states. It was team driving. I didn't care a whole lot for that, so I only did that for like a year, probably a little over a year. You're kind of, they stick you in a truck with a stranger, someone that you basically never met before. So, but it was a good experience. The trucks back then were a lot smaller too. We drove an international cab over with, it was a flat top. You had to climb up on the doghouse to get in the back, and there's only one bed, and there's two people. So that was interesting. That was the last time I drove team, anyways. And then after that, I moved back home and I started working for an LTL company, just doing pickup and deliveries all day long. You go out with 15 or 20 stops delivering freight, and then you're doing pickups, and that was a rat race. You got to hustle to do that. And after two back surgeries and probably about 20 years of doing that, I decided it was time to change jobs and look for something that wasn't so hard on my body. So I had a friend, a guy that I worked with, um, at another job who started over here at Walmart, and I started talking to him about it, and he liked it, and I wasn't too hot on the idea of not coming home every night at first. Um, but the more I thought about it, at my other job, my LTL job, I would work at least 12 hours a day, sometimes 14 hours a day. I wouldn't get home till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. My kids, I'm married, I got three little kids. My kids would already be in bed, so I wouldn't see them. And my wife would be just about ready for bed. I'd eat supper and go to bed, and then I'd wake up in the morning, I'd drive back to work again, and I'd do it all over again. So I wasn't getting a whole lot of family time then. So I decided to check Walmart out, and I'm really glad I did. Now I can only speak for myself, obviously. I can't speak for others and their experiences. But my experience here at Walmart in the past 3 years, I mean, this is the best job that I have ever had. Um, they treat you better here than any other job has ever treated me. Um, the pay is better here than any other job that I've ever had. Um, they have made a lot of changes recently. I know a lot of the guys that have been here for 20 years aren't happy with a lot of the changes um, that they've made, and I can understand that. I respect their opinions about that. But for me, in my experience here, in the 3 years that I've been here, it's really been great. I would recommend it to anybody out there. As far as the work, it's really easy. I work out of a GM distribution center, general merchandise. All of our loads here are drop and hook. You pick up hook onto a load here at the distribution center. You drive to a store, you drop it, you hook onto an empty. Usually you head back here. Sometimes you head out to a private vendor and pick up a backhaul coming back to either this DC or another DC. Occasionally you have to wait for, the first trailer that's there is not empty yet, so you have to wait for that. But it doesn't happen too often. And if you're sitting there for more than 45 minutes, then they start paying you by the hour to sit there and wait. But it doesn't happen a whole lot, at least in my experience. Sometimes I work out of grocery distribution centers, because I work here at the GM distribution center doesn't mean that I'm going to be staying here all week. If they need me somewhere else, they'll start shifting drivers somewhere else. So I go to grocery distribution centers. Those are usually 2 or 3, sometimes 4 stops a load. And the hardest thing you do there is you get to a store, you might be delivering 10 pallets to one store. And they'll unload it there. You just have to check to make sure they're taking the right pallets off and stuff. So as far as the work goes, it's pretty easy. They pay you by the mile. They pay you every time you arrive at a destination. They pay you every time you drop and hook. And for the live unloads, they pay you, the groceries. They pay you every stop you make for a live unload. And if you're at a vendor and if you're there for 2 or 3 hours, after 45 minutes, they pay you by the hour to sit there and wait. I've never had to wait that long at a vendor. I did just the other day. I was picking up at a vendor and I had to wait about, I think it was about 3 hours, which in 3 years, that's, I think, the longest. Maybe I've had to wait 3 hours once or twice before, but that's about the longest I've ever had to wait. So I made use of the time, and I was getting paid by the hour after 45 minutes anyway, so it wasn't too bad. But anyways, I got to say, I wanted to make this video just to share with people who might be thinking about looking for another driving job. I wanted to share my experience here. Walmart has not paid me a penny to talk about them on this video. I do have to say that they have a referral program now. So if you are looking to switch jobs and you do look at Walmart, I would appreciate it if you gave them my name, which is Jim Lawrence, and my driver number, which is 39689. I'll put those up here on the screen somewhere, up there or down here or over here. I would definitely appreciate that. They do have a referral program, so I just wanted to put that out there in the open, be upfront with everybody, but this isn't a commercial. This is just my personal experience here at Walmart. And also, I will give you my email address. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to email me. My email address is wmtdriver@outlook.com. That's wmtdriver@outlook.com. And I will put that either up here or down here or over here or somewhere. So please write that down. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything like that, you can send me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll find the answer and I'll get back to you. And maybe we can even exchange phone numbers if you need to ask me more questions or something like that. So, like I said, this is just my personal experience here at Walmart. It is the best job that I've ever had. And it's the best pay that I've ever had. I don't want to give you too many details right now because honestly, I didn't take any notes and I don't have the details in front of me as far as the requirements for getting hired on here and all the specifics about the pay and all that. I do know that your benefits start on day one. Your health insurance starts on day one. Most places you have to wait 90 days. So if you do have a family like I do, and you're concerned about that 90-day period of not having insurance, you don't have to worry about that here at Walmart because day one your benefits start. I know that. I know that you get a discount card like I do, and if you're anything like me and my wife, we spend a lot of money shopping at Walmart, and you get a 10% discount on all their general merchandise. You don't get it on most of their groceries. I think you might get it on like the produce or something like that, but I don't think there's a whole lot of profit margin on the groceries. So that's why you don't get it there. Occasionally, I don't know if they do it every year or not, but they announce it when they do between, like, say, Thanksgiving and Christmas. They'll open it up for their employees to get 10% off on their groceries. But like I said, it's only for a short period of time, maybe a couple of weeks or that month in between Thanksgiving and Christmas where they do it. And I'm not positive that they do it every year, but they announce it when they do it. But anyways, I'm sure with all the money that I spent at Walmart, I'm sure that I've saved thousands of dollars over the past 3 years. So that's a pretty big benefit right there. But on my next video, I will make sure I have some of the literature in front of me and I'll take some notes so that I can get some more specific information to you about the requirements for getting hired on here and some more of the benefits and stuff like that. So again, my name is Jim Lawrence. My driver number is 39689. My email is wmtdriver@outlook.com. And if you have any questions at all, anything like that, please get in touch with me. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.